Hey everybody, and welcome to another Kickstarter preview of the game Basement. Just so you guys know, this is a pre-alpha version of the game. They released it to some of us Kickstarter backers. Unfortunately, this campaign is already over, but you can still basically queue up and, basically expect the game when it gets released. This is kind of, an increase hype sort of video, because I think this is a pretty awesome game. From what I've played of it, it looks like it's going to be really good. You will be seeing maybe some bugs, some other issues here as I'm playing, but I'm not going to be playing for terribly long, so we will see how well it goes. But either way, they're looking for feedback and stuff, and I figured I'd use this opportunity since I have a demo to show you guys. Now, there is a little bit of music. I kind of like the music, but basically we are the owners of a drug lab. That's right, drug lab. And right now we have a grow box which produces 2.5 green. Yeah, this is just called green. I don't know if they're ever going to actually make it say marijuana, because we've got a small green dealer here. He's our dealer. He is selling our stuff. So he is selling green for 50 bucks, and he's selling 7 a day. And we're down here on this track, by the way, is how we move back and forth between these. This guy's one of our security guys, Jermaine, yes. I'll get into that a little bit more. But this guy is our drug dealer. We have our drug maker. He's our Heisenberg, since yes, this game does have a lot of inspiration from Breaking Bad. We're at 1 of 1 capacity, and we're at 2 capacity of our guards. Our other guard here is Theodore. So basically, we have a whole bunch of opportunities here. If I want to, I can dig out this space, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this room. So this is just an empty room above ground, and I can convert it to a bunch of different stuff, and the game is now paused, so I can be a little bit more liberal in my talking. So buildings have stats based on this. This is how much it's going to cost you. This is how much electricity it takes. Right now we're at 5. This is how much it produces. I'm assuming that's per day, and this is how many people it takes. How much capacity it gives you. So it gives us the capacity to hire 1 more drug maker. Next we have an acid stall. It costs us 700 bucks. 2 electricity, makes 1.7, and it gives us also 1 slot. And the same goes for the dope kitchen, which gives us brown, and the atom stand, which gives us speed. Now the thing to note is we only have a green dealer right now. If we look, we have another green dealer, a garage, an acid dealer, a brown dealer, parking, speed dealer, another just empty district, and then a bad boy home place. So basically what's going on with all these is we can attack them to clear them of police so that we can use them. So that's like a secondary goal. And that's what we need to do before we want to buy any of these. We have a standby generator. This gives us 10 electricity that we can use and costs us 500. A dorm. Dorm gives us the ability to basically let somebody sit and rest, and this is what I'm going to turn this room into eventually. We got tiny storage. It's a building that basically lets you drop off your drugs somewhere while you wait for them to be picked up and moved. And then a security depot, which lets us hire more security. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a dorm, so we've got places to let our people rest. As you can see, we've got storage right here. It can store up to 30. That means if we start producing a lot more, we can kind of build up some excess. Our little van here, our garage, our ice cream van, is what's moving our product to our small green dealer here. Now if we attack here, we could get another green dealer that also has some storage and a dorm right here, which would be kind of nice actually. But we'll get there. We're making a decent bit of money, so I'm going to go ahead and dig this out. We can also always go down, but the thing is, these cost $100 to dig out. Something on the second floor costs $200, or I should say the second basement. And the third does this. Okay, so we're about to have a raid. So I'm going to move Jermaine. By clicking on this main door, I can move people here. Jermaine's he's driving in that van from our small green dealer. And they're both going to be right here, hanging out. So I'm going to go ahead and build another grow box, because if it only produces 2.5 a day and our dealer can sell 7, we really should do more. And our ice van can carry 5. But we're about to have a raid on our main district, so we'll wait and see. Now we can bribe the officers or we can fight them. Ah, but he just leveled up, which makes his productivity even better. So there's a concept of a stamina bar as well as a health bar. The blue is stamina, the green is your actual health. Health will only go down if you actually get in a fight. So here's our cops. So we have a warning that the police brutality is going to start. He's gaining some of his stamina so that when he fights, well, he's choosing to do this. I can also make these guys move, which is what I'm going to do. I'll make him come here. Nope, go there. By clicking on them and clicking here. Uh-oh. We've experienced one of the bugs in the game. I was hoping this wouldn't happen so early. As I said, this is a pre-alpha build, so I would not take any... I wouldn't have any real concern about this. So we're going to move Jermaine back here. Just in case. If we don't have to move as many people, as many places. I suppose it means we could get raided at any second. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. We can only expand out so far. But here we need to hire. We need to hire another drug maker. Now these I imagine are going to be random. You get health, how much damage they do if they fight, how much they make, how often they can make stuff, and how much you have to pay them. So I hired him for 250 bucks. I managed to cook on the ice van. So Vince, why don't you go down there and start getting to work? Meanwhile, I'm gonna dig this out. So basically, it tells us our consumption a day. Our consumption is 150 a day. But it's worth noting that we produce 5 green, and he can sell 7 right now, and he sells them at 50. So we're making $250 a day and consuming 150. So we're making 100 bucks a day. Now, if I build one more green box, then I'm gonna actually be at 7.5, and we're gonna slowly build up in excess. But basically, it's just worth noting that as much as this is a I'm making drugs game, it's also an economy game, and we're about to get, maybe we're actually going to get raided now, so let's move Jermaine back here. I wanted to build a security office anyway. It's only 100 bucks, so I'll do it. If it hadn't been, I would have checked what time it was, make sure that we aren't about to pay. I haven't actually had a point in time where I haven't been able to pay my workers. I don't know what would happen. I imagine some of them would just quit. But right now I'm just waiting for the police. So basically my goal is now going to be to hire some extra muscle. That's what I'm saving up money for. So we'll just hire Adolfo. He looks like he's having some fun. Everybody kind of looks a little bit more surly than I think they actually are. So it looks like we're actually gonna finally get police raided here, which is probably a good thing. It would have been kind of boring if if the police never actually raided my place. So I'm gonna get them both in the entrance. Uh-oh. Alright, so I guess this is just a bug that's going to be recurring for us. But that's okay, we still need muscle. That is something we still need. That is simply because we need to attack this place. So we're going to attack this with Adolfo and Jermaine. There's only one police officer here. Usually your security guards can go 1-to-1 with a police officer. I'm not particularly sure what the motivation behind those ratios are. I presume it's more just to keep it balanced. Because your guy who takes the damage is gonna be kind of hurt. So we're gonna have a one-on-one fight here anyway. He barely made it, but Jermaine managed to punch him out. So Adolfo, we're gonna send him down to the lounge here, and you'll notice he's gonna chill here, and his health is gonna go back up. But now we also have another drug dealer, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and dig this out. We're going to go one deeper here. And I think we're even going to go a little crazy. Because I'm feeling it. We're going to move Theodore here. Oopsie, didn't actually hit move. We're going to move Theodore here. I am going to hire one more guy. We're going to hire Raymond. I'm not going to make the joke. Alright. Make sure we got all 3 of our security guards in one place. And everybody but Raymond is going to go attack this. All our security guards. You can tell the difference between the two. Because I would like the garage. Because that gives us more moving ability here. But you guys are doing a poor job. Now, if our guys die, they die. That is worth noting. Alright, so our ice cream van, our second ice cream van is now going. You should go in here, sir. You took quite a beating. So we've got now the ability to move more product. But at the same time, the most we can sell is 14 a day. All that said and done, we could probably make that much pretty easily, but we're currently not. So we're going to go a little bit more crazy here. We're going to dig some stuff out. Alright, I waited for the day to tick over just to make sure. So we're going to move Theodore here. Jermaine here. I think we're going to leave that for now. Sometimes this van has a little bit of trouble getting people where it's better for them to be. So we've got Adolfo guarding our garage. I don't know if it's worth having him guard the garage. I really don't. Nobody's at our normal green dealer. Where's our big security van? Not there. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and... Well, I can't afford to build another green just yet. It's 500 and I don't have the electricity. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna actually dig this out. I'm gonna put electricity there. Now we're not making a ton of money right now. Because we're not making enough product. That's why I'm trying to get that up. Alright, so who's over here again? It's a little hard keeping track of all the people that are, like, where they are. But that's okay. It'd be nice to have, and one of the feedback, because I'm going to be giving them feedback, and if you guys would like to, in the comments below the video, give me some of your feedback so that I can share it with them, I think that would be better. I'm sure you guys could also just give them feedback if you wanted, but if you don't actually have a copy of the game, I don't know. Okay, so the garage is in fact going to get raided. So we're going to move Raymond here. So finally we get police raided, like for real. So the cop says, "Open up, I want to check this venue." So we could bribe him $300 to say go away. And of course, we don't at all look like Heisenberg. Or we can fight them. Since there's only one cop, we're going to beat the ever-loving crap out of him. Because we have 3 people here, for whatever reason. Okay. You are full health. You should leave. You should actually relax. So because I lined up other people to move, and then I chose something else, basically everybody who's in the car ended up moving there. I don't know if that's intentional, but it's something to be wary of. So basically, two people loaded up in this car, and I told one to go here, and then I told one to go here, and so they just ended up both driving here because it's one van. You go heal. All right, Adolfo. Let's get Adolfo over here. Alright, so we've made a decent bit of money while I've been managing that. So one of the things we'll build is the standby generator, because we kind of need it right now. I think my goal here is going to be having a lounge on every floor. You'll notice that this is reserved as a stairway, like guaranteed. Anything else I could dig out beneath it, and I'm pretty sure it would make above it a stairway as well. I don't know what time of day it is. Yeah. Good thing I didn't build that, or I wouldn't have had people to do money. Now, we still have these exclamation marks over here, which makes me just worry a little bit that a police raid is randomly just going to happen. We're halfway through the day, so I don't feel as bad building this. So the green dealer is going to get raided. Jermaine. Why don't you come over here, Jermaine? We need to keep our dealers safe. Go recover your stamina while we wait for the van. There it is. There's the cops. They're giving us much less time to respond. Both my security guys are waiting by the door. We're fighting. It's one-on-one, which means that we're gonna win. And our guys leveled up even. So you guys need to go recover. It's gonna reach a point where we're gonna have to have more, a little bit more security. But for now, I need to hire another drug dealer. Since these are all the same, I don't think it really matters which one I pick. Yeah, it's almost time. It's almost time for everybody to get paid. So I hired him, and he did not automatically go down there. I don't know if that's something that'll change. That's something that'd be nice if you hired it, that they immediately go and start working there. Unfortunately, he does have to go all the way upstairs, which is why one of the things I would like to do is build this as tiny storage. So he can just drop it there and make him more efficient. And I'm also going to eventually dig this out to be another green, because right now we're producing 7 and we're moving 14. And we've got 2 ice cream vans, which means we're booking everything everywhere. So we could make a good chunk of money if we just make more green rooms. We just switched over to the day, so I'm going to go ahead and dig that out. Get that ready to be another green. I'm going to double check where all my security is. Theodore's at the garage. Raymond and Jermaine, you're coming back here. So Raymond and Jermaine, come on back. From our green dealer, I'm gonna need your assistance since nobody is here. Basically, the police would raid this, and it would just be problematic for me. Yep, and there they are. As long as none of them move. Alright, so it seems as though the bug, it means it can't possibly attack my main district. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing. It makes the game a little bit less tense for me, which is okay considering that we're already 20 minutes in. And I think you guys have gotten a pretty good idea. This is the best that I've done thus far. The police do become very difficult to deal with. I feel like bribing them is a very reasonable strategy. You don't have to hire as much security, which means you make more money per day. But I do not know how much those costs ramp up. They started at 200, and at least when I first played, I saw them at 200. And now they're most certainly at, like, 300. So, unsure about that. He's building up some extra supply. So is he. He's not really. I don't really have any control over this mini game. Oopsie, I managed to click on that. I don't really have any control over the mini game of moving around the vans, and I just noticed that the music seems to have stopped. This happened to me before. I don't know if it's just that there isn't enough music. They didn't want to loop through a ton of stuff, or if they just played one track. We haven't been playing for 20 minutes. We're on day 32. We've been doing this for a month, and we've made some pretty decent money. I'm going to hire another drug dealer. Go on. And I'm going to dig this out. Yeah, we should make enough money today. We just need to sell one more, and I can pay my people. So you'll also notice that I can see when these are selling, which is actually pretty convenient. I can also watch the vans as they move. And I can see that there's a police car coming, because I didn't pay attention. The fact that the green dealer is going to get raided. I think I'm just going to bribe, because I can't get anybody here fast enough. So we bribed him. So we just kind of diffused the situation entirely, which is fine. You'll notice that as I go from one to the other and have it as main focus, that the electricity changes. The only place that I really have to worry about the electricity is my place, because arguably I could get all the way to the bad boy home place, and they're making there's quite a lot of stuff there. And I mean, like SWAT teams. Like, I'd have to go in with like a full giant party of security guards. Alright, so I'm building this into a lounge. I think it's important to have a lounge pretty much everywhere, on every floor. I have the money I need to pay everybody, which just happened. It seems like this is as far out as I can go. So right now I can produce a grand total of 10, I believe. Oh, you're a little damaged. When did that happen? Wait. Oh, right, I'm lying. This is their stamina, not their health. That's what happens when it seems like I don't have quite enough lounges because people have to move pretty far. That seems to be kind of okay. Okay, so the garage is gonna get raided. What happens if the garage gets raided? Like, seriously? So this is gonna get a little bit harder to manage all my people at this point. If I don't have to pay $400, I don't want to. As you can see, I'm barely going to get all my guys here in time. I think all my guys are here. It's only 300 bucks. I'll bribe. Yeah, for some reason I only have one person here. Oh, that's because my van was late. I thought it made it here, but it totally didn't. So bribing seems to be working for the moment, and I'm okay with that. I'll still need a security force to clear out places in the future, but as long as I'm rolling in dough, which is kind of how it's working right now, as long as that's a thing, I don't have to worry nearly as much. Let's see. Having one giant staircase, I think, is okay. The policemen, I imagine if they get into your base, it might be better to have more escape routes for your people. But obviously that hasn't been an issue just yet. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to play this one. I'm probably going to cut it off at about 30 minutes. I think that's more than sufficient for a Kickstarter preview. Especially because, well, let's be honest, as a game in alpha, this is pretty darn complete. I mean, granted, there's probably more features that they're trying to add. They haven't told us all the features they're trying to add, and that's okay. I don't expect them to. They've got a plan, and thus far it's worked out pretty well, if you ask me. Because right now this is pretty solid. And while there's a few bugs which I'm gonna report, and I'm probably gonna show them this video because Hopefully they think it's doing their game justice. Yeah, I'm rolling in dough. What's going on here? Let's dig some stuff out. We're gonna have to go into acid here pretty soon. Well, I'm gonna save money to bribe the police. Bribing is a whole lot easier. Until I find out that I can't actually bribe everything. Alright, so we're building up... We're not really building up a surplus just yet. Well, we kinda are. We can afford to bribe these people all day. All day, every day. But yeah, so we're doing okay for that. I think it is about time to move into acid, though. So what I'm going to do here is dig this out. I want to always have about $600, $700 so that I can pay my people and bribe the police. Just on a whim and not have to worry about stuff. So I'm going to use that carefully. But I've got 4 security right now. Do I think I can clean out this? I think I can. With 4, I think I can. So we're going to do that. Wait, I'm going to double check everybody's full health. Jermaine, yes. Adolfo, yes. Okay, you're low on stamina. You're low on stamina. Where's my 4th security guy? Alright, you, other Mr. Low on stamina, get up there. Where's my last security guy? I know I have 4. Oh, they're all here. I'm just blind. Jermaine, get in there and rest. We're about to go do a raid. I'm banking money pretty solidly right about now. So we're gonna get raided again, but this time in the garage. I don't even care. I'm gonna wait for that to happen before I make my attack. But what we're gonna do here is dig this out. $400, that's not terrible. Alright, time for us to attack. We're going to attack with Theodore, Jermaine, Adolfo, and Raymond. It's 1 acid dealer. We've got a brown dealer, so how much is he going to be able to push? 5. But they go at 100. I think that's important. So we might as well get started on building some acid. So the most we can really build on this is 3 of them. 3 of them will put us at 5.1, which means we'll actually slowly start making a surplus. So I'm going to start with 2. But I'm going to build 1 right now because I'm going to need money to bribe the police here in a second. Or it didn't happen, I'm not sure. Suddenly, giant fight breaks out in the acid dealer. One of my guys just isn't doing anything. That's cool. Alright, so we've got an acid dealer. So now we're going to move everybody back here. We've got an acid dealer. I like the arrangement that I had before. Was Marcel that we... Oh, Mendel. So Mendel we hired to do this. This isn't going to be finished before he finishes that. Excuse me. So we're going to have 1 randomly there. But now we are also selling that. It's kind of unfortunate because we only have 1 van. Is that 1 van going to grab? Yep. We have 1 van just grabbing purple. So we need to get this going as soon as possible, but I do not currently have the money. Or we need to regroup and attack Can we just attack the parking? Oof. If we look, Dylan has 6 health and deals 1.2 damage. I'm getting the same stats for all of them. Don't know if that's intended or not. Either way, we've actually hit 30 minutes. And so I'm gonna take this preview and put it to an end. Hopefully, you guys have a pretty good idea of what's going on in this game. And right now, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. Right now, I definitely need another van, which is what I very much would like. I don't know if I'm supposed to like transition out of the green business, because it's been treating me pretty good. But regardless of all of that, I feel like this has given you guys a pretty good window into Basement the game and what it could be. That is an expensive bribe, but I have nobody there, so I'm not gonna hurt for that. But yeah, with acid dealing being our next play here, I'm pretty happy about the way that things are going. And you know, I really wish that we could build more garages, and maybe that's something that we'll be able to do in the future. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really think that this game is going to be pretty sweet. As it is right now, I'm already enjoying it. Like, I'm not playing it right now. Like, I'm not going to keep playing it, but I'm I'm very tempted to. There is no save functionality yet, so if I close this game, it's going to be over. But that's okay. This is just pre-alpha. It's not designed to have hours and hours of content. It's just so that we can poke at the game, kind of give it a little bit of a stress test. And yeah, I'll put the link in the description below so that you guys can get more information about the game. I doubt it'll be available for pre-alpha for you guys, because it was mostly for the Kickstarter backers. And I apologize again that I did not manage to actually get this video out while the Kickstarter was still ongoing. I'm sort of going through my backlog of things that have of the Kickstarters that have come to fruition as previews, and yeah, I will very soon get into ones that are currently still being funded so that you guys can actually help fund. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Just as a quick aside, I did manage to win the game in its pre-alpha state. I did keep playing. I was having enough fun that I decided I wanted to take over everything that was there and continue to sell various forms of drugs. Now, basically, I won by just taking over every single area. I just stocked up until I had like 10 security officers, or 10 muscle, whatever you would like to call them, and then I just basically threw them at each place, dragged them back to me, healed them, and kept throwing them back out until I took everything over. I sold 1,118 drugs. I apparently occupied 22 illegal land. I'm pretty sure that's rooms in other places. And I injured 30 officials, mostly because I just started bribing. So I'm wondering if that's some sort of score mechanic. But yeah, either way, I'm going to be giving them some feedback. And yeah, as said, if you guys have any feedback on the video, go ahead and put that in the description. That'd be a little weird if you mentioned to do that. In the comments down below, if you have anything that you'd like to say about the game, as I said, I'm going to be including the website in the description. So go ahead and let them know if you're interested in all that sort of stuff. I don't know what their policies are on various things, but they definitely seemed interested in you know, getting it out there in the public, and hopefully those of you who watched this enjoyed it enough that you will be interested in actually playing yourself. Anyway, despite all that, I will actually say for real this time, I will see you guys next time.